Okay, so my next step is to rebuild this table. We're going to make a duplicate. I'm going to measure my sides. I believe they're 14. I think this is 16. I'll give you the measurements after I get them all cut. And then we'll go ahead and start doing the top section, and then the legs will be next, and then that second shelf will be last. So I'm going to build this table now, and it's made by 3.5 by 6 foot fence post, cedar, and they're like $2 and some change each. And we're going to start off with 5 18-inch size tops board cuts for the top. And excuse my chickens, they're in here. They like to watch me work. But yeah, so try to find the first board to not have knots or as many knots. So a lot of people don't like knots in their boards. So the top is going to be nice and clean, and then I'm going to sand this down to make it a smooth finish. So I'm going to get started, cut my 5 pieces, and we'll be right back. Okay, so here's the top, the 5 pieces I cut. Got them all laid out because I'm going to place a box on top for the legs. And I noticed that I have 4 pieces left over from the cuttings, and they're going to be 14 inches. So I have actually extra wood from the same post to cut the 14-inch square. All right. Okay, so this is what I got so far. I've cut my angle for the front face, and then I forgot to mention you're going to need these what are they, 1.5 by 3/4 or something similar, because this is going to attach. I'm going to drill holes on this one because this crack real easy. I'm going to drill holes and put screws that they don't go through the top, but they'll hold the top together, and also put glue down below. And then I'm going to staple this box together, and we'll be ready to do our legs. We're almost done. Okay, so the next step is going to be to staple this box together. And on the last video I said I was going to make it 14 by 14. Well, to match the other table that I have over here, I'm going to make it 15 by 14. Not sure why I did that. It wouldn't really matter 1 inch. But this is the piece I had left over from the table that I have over here. And so I'm going to use that same measurement to cut it with a jigsaw. And also remember, when you're putting things together, if you're making a duplicate table, to match the existing lines, like this angle here is perpendicular to the top. So I got to make sure when I do that over here that it is going to be perpendicular to the wood running this way against that way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to staple this little box together and glue it, and then I'm going to cut it with my jigsaw. I'll be back. Okay, so we nailed the little box. I put the screws in with glue for the top. so that we don't have the screws up here. So my next step is going to be to glue this down. I'm not going to try to shoot it with a nail gun because it's going to be a little difficult, and plus the glue will hold pretty good. And then the legs are also going to be glued to this, so it should be pretty secure. So that's my current step, and then I'm going to get me a 2x4 and cut the legs. Cut it in half and cut the legs. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my 2x4s. I cut them in half and took the good side because I bought the cheap 2x4s, and they usually are thrashed on one side or the other. So I got the best side, cut them to 30 inches for the legs. I'm going to put the cut side to the inside right here like this, and it's going to be glued both sides, and screws. I'm going to put some wood screws, and there's a lot of ways you could have did this. I could have cut that piece of wood down there out and made it fit better, but I wanted to glue and screw this top on there. That's why I did it this way, but it comes out to the size as I did on the other table. And so far, that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to glue it, screw it, and then we'll continue on to the last phase. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. I made this funky looking little back temporary. It's like a template to hold these legs nice and square when I pull them up, because I am eventually going to put a another table on the bottom to hold stuff and to keep everything square. My other table came out kind of tweaked because these tend to move on you once you glue them and screw them in to the sides. So that's what I'm going to do next, is put these legs on, and then we'll continue doing the bottom table.